Murder or self-defense? A jury will decide that for a Fort Payne man on trial this week for capital murder. His defense, Alabama Stand Your Ground law. Here's the backstory to why he's on trial. Music teacher Keith Sullivan was arrested around this time last year for shooting and killing his neighbor Greg Bagwell. The shooting happened in 2023. The trial started today with jury selection and with a pool of more than 100 jurors to start. This comes after a Stand Your Ground hearing was denied by Circuit Judge Jonathan Bell. Fox 54's Caleb Bagwell was at the DeKalb County Courthouse on day one of the trial.
The trial for Keith Sullivan kicked off today in Fort Payne, and proceedings will begin as soon as they narrow down the jury pool. When I was there earlier, they still had 72 jurors. They needed to slim down to 12. Sullivan is on trial today for shooting and killing his neighbor Greg Bagwell in 2023. He and his lawyers claim it was self-defense, but a DeKalb County judge shot down his hearing to apply the Stand Your Ground law to the case. According to Sullivan's defense team, they're going to be releasing new evidence in this trial that they say will exonerate him.
When Keith went out on the porch that night, he had to do what he had to do, and he thought he had the right under Alabama law, and he did have the right. That guy was there to burn Keith's house down that night, to burn his house down. We found gasoline. We got so much evidence.
And the newest addition to Sullivan's legal team, New York attorney Thomas Caniff, tells us the security camera footage released in the trial will reveal all the details.
You're going to get to see this unfold. You're going to get to see Bagwell lurking around his porch, making furtive movements, clearly up to no good. You'll see when my client, Keith Sullivan, confronts Greg Bagwell and asks, "What are you doing here?" And Bagwell gives an answer that is indicative of someone there that is not there for any legitimate purpose. He says, "Oh, I thought you invited me up here." Really? At 2 in the morning?
The main obstacle the defense faces is that after Sullivan fired a shot and Bagwell fell to the ground, he left his porch and shot Bagwell repeatedly. In total, Sullivan shot Bagwell 7 times.
A man's job is to defend his family. And this guy was literally 20 feet from an open window where his wife and his child were hunkered down in a bedroom in the floor behind a closet door because they were in fear for their life.
Sullivan's supporters say he was acting to defend his family from immediate danger. In fact, Roy Bryant says Sullivan's family had to call the police on Bagwell twice for acting erratically earlier that day. The defense believes Sullivan calling the police led Bagwell to retaliate that night.
They had to call the police twice the previous day, the Sunday, and then when he shows up at 2 o'clock in the morning near the Sullivan's porch, Keith not knowing what to expect out of this guy, when Keith came out there to protect his house and family, I don't think I would have done much differently.
The trial will likely continue all week, and at the end of it, family, friends, and many in the Grove Oak community are hoping to hear a verdict of not guilty. In the studio, Caleb Bagwell, Fox 54 News.
And we've also learned that Sullivan's family and legal team have started a legal defense fund.